hopefully change. And I think that's where we got to believe and trust and keep playing for each other.
Dan Wiederer.
Matt, to finally get some takeaways and then also a couple punt returns that gave you plus field position, what is your level of frustration with not being able to turn that into anything?
Yeah, it's high. It's high, Dan. Because as you all know, this whole season we've been doing really well in defense. We've been struggling a little bit with the field position. We're letting teams kick field goals, not giving up touchdowns, and that's great. That's what feels good. But we weren't getting so many turnovers and takeaways. We really put a huge emphasis on that all week long. And to get those
going right in row
and get the field
position raw dog.
And defensively, we've been challenging.
Listening to this guy.
Have been taking it to heart to get
what's he supposed to say?
Touchdown on a kickoff return, and we got one. And so that's the part that's frustrating is we do all that, we have field position, and we still can't capitalize.
I mean,
that's the part.
Dude just said that, we did well in 2 of the 3 phases.
True.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
What's he like? He's damned if he do and damned if he doesn't.
I know, but dude, it's on his watch. I don't care. This shit is on his watch, man. I don't just you know what? You don't need to go out there and make up some damn bullshit fucking, stuff to say. Just be you know what? We're not good enough. We are not good enough. This team is not good enough. I have not done a good enough job. And that is all there is to say. There's nothing else to say. Cut the fucking participation trophy bullshit. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if this guy's a nice guy.
I agree.
You're paid millions of dollars to be a fucking football coach. I don't give a fuck if
y'all
he's a
act
nice
like you
guy.
never seen a defensive line twist ever. There's no communication up there. I don't want to hear about Cody Whitehair being this great and all-powerful fucking player. He's the one he's one of them that got Foles killed. The whole line is just, and all they did was run stunt twist.
We
can't move.
We jock our players so hard and act like they're this and act like they're that. Dude, 140 fucking yards of offense.
Yep.
I was actually getting excited about an 8-play, 26-yard drive, and then I looked at it and I was like, oh, that was horse shit. That's right. I'm so starved that any morsel of competence actually looks like something that to get excited about. That's how pathetic this fucking offense is. Fucking pathetic. So atrocious. I mean, literally, they are the worst Bears offense I've ever seen, and it's not close. Ever.
You're correct. You're absolutely correct.
And
Kyle Long throwing the shade out there, too, about Harry Houston would have done this, and Harry.
Yeah, I've said this before. Harry Houston shouldn't have been fired. They fired the most qualified coach they had.
Exactly.
The most qualified coach that they had in the building was fired. And now they got the realest Ramirez Diego. We need to clean the damn house because we don't have a great QB. Nagy suck. Asshole, and the GM is a fucking dickhead. Absolutely.
I love
Ramirez, you won. Yo, I'm just horrible.
Well, we saw what Tyler Bray is, too.
We know what Tyler Bray is.
100 miles an hour in no direction whatsoever. Bro, this team's fucking junk right now.
They got an interception from Khalil Mack, and they said, now's the time to unleash Ryan Nall. Fuck those dudes. Dude, fuck Matt Nagy. Fuck Bill Lazor. Fuck Ryan Pace. Fuck Ted Phillips. Fuck them all, man. Fuck them all because they fucking blow. They fucking blow. They're not good at their jobs. Fuck.
Brian was here, and he's gone.
Brian looked in, and he was like, well, this is already a shit show. I mean, what the fuck?
I mean, we could probably call an offense that might accidentally get 140 yards.
No, we can't. No, we can't because we think that Rashad. Oh, yes, but not with these players.
No.
These.
He's all in.
Fuck the Bears. Yes. Yes! Ramirez Diego. It's your show, bro. Fuck the GM.
Speak on it, Brian.
Blow the whole thing up, man.
Blow it up.
Oh, what did I tell you at the beginning of the year?
Well, we talked about. I mean, Jared, I talked about Screen got fucking beat the
Handled.
fuck.
Buster Screen's trash! Oh my god, he's so trash! Oh my god. He's so trash.
How can we, as just fans, like call this shit out? And they do not. I mean, we see it. We talked about Screen being a
They keep
freaking
trotting out
liability.
the same garbage, though. It's
Yo,
Rashad
you wanna know
Coward.
why?
And
You wanna know-
you know what? I'm not going to shit on the defense because they played well enough for us to win the fucking game.
No,
again.
I'm gonna shit on the defense, so give me space in a little bit.
And fuck Pace, fuck Pace for not getting the fucking offensive line. You bring in a statue of a quarterback, and this is the fucking result. And now where are we gonna go? You think Mitch is gonna fucking
No, Mitch
Start-
looks at
start
offensive
pumping
lines.
weights now?
Bro, Mitch is hurt. Are we
I
gonna
know,
do
but
the?
even if
No,
he's-
no.
even
I'm
if he's
talking
ready,
to the.
what-
I'm talking
what
to the
incentive?
idiots.
What incentive does he have to
right.
come back?
Well, he could maybe earn himself
No.
a contract someplace else, but I wouldn't
He's
come
better off
back and.
staying healthy, bro.
Absolutely,
it's
you're-
Tyler Braid time, baby.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I fed he's garbage.
Kyle Sloter. Yo, like Ryan Pace saw that
God.
offensive line last year,
He said we
and
could.
he was like, "Oh yeah, we're good. Let's get Jermaine Ifedi, who's the Seahawks were like, yeah, bye, see ya." Like, you know, like don't let the door hit you when a good Lord split you, bro. Like you're out. Like, and we were like, cool. We have Juan Castillo, who was unemployed last year, to fix this bum. Get the fuck out of here.
Even
What a
when
joke.
Foles had time, he was so inaccurate. We got sold on this thing where he places the ball perfectly for each situation. No,
we
no,
got
he
sold.
doesn't. No, he
We got
doesn't.
sold another line of garbage ass bullshit by fucking PR department.
Yeah,
I mean-
we were 3 years late on Foles. This is what we do.
Yeah, we're 3 years late on everything, except we tried to be early on some shit, and we ended up with Matt fraud ass Nagy. But what a nice guy, huh? What a great gentleman.
And the
What
sad
a-
part is,
what a-
I liked what Laser was trying to do in the beginning, but we just don't have fucking talent, man.
And what
on
happened
offense.
what happened in the third quarter? The same thing that happens every fucking third quarter. Teams adjust, we don't, and we get smoked.
When
It's
when
the
when,
same
Pat,
shit.
and when Patterson
shit.
when Patterson is the focal point of your offense, you're fucked.
Let's try
I
that
Absolutely.
right
I
now.
like him. He's a great special teams player.
Yes.
Best we've had since.
That's it. But that can be enough. Like, that could be enough. But why do we have to get greedy? All that shit we talked about Patterson, and everybody talked about Patterson, and motherfuckers betting me stupid shit about Patterson going to be the leading rusher. All that bullshit. This
Where
dude,
the fuck was Lamar Miller?
This dude started this game with like 100 yards receiving and 100 yards rushing in week 10. Get all the way the fuck out of here with him as an offensive player. Devin Hester was a million times the offensive player, aside from special teams, than this dude. And Devin Hester gets slandered like you wouldn't believe for not being able to be a wide receiver. It's like, I mean, I don't want to go off on a sidetrack here, but it's like Devin Hester was a cornerback on the defense.
Yeah.
He's a Hall of Fame player, and then he turned into a serviceable offensive player, and they shit on him. But Cordarrelle Patterson, we're gonna erect a statue in your honor, and all you have to say is "How the Murders," and everybody's like, "Ee!" Like, fuck these guys. They suck. These players suck. They all suck, bro.
Yeah, it's time
no,
to-
I don't think Patterson
On
sucks.
offense,
I
it's
just think
like-
they're trying to force him
On
into something he's
offense!
not. Yes.
On offense, this team, it's not about the coaching. It is about the offensive line coaching.
Dude,
I
Lamar
agree
Miller
with
hit
that,
when Lamar
but-
Miller hit that hole.
The players got to fucking play.
That was
man.
Pierce. It wasn't even Lamar Miller.
No.
Pierce had one.
It
And
was
Miller
Pierce.
did get one early.
He
You are
got-
correct.
and he
Miller
got
did get
caught a
one
pass,
early, and
yeah.
then I'm like, where is he?
Right. Well, like I said, we fucking Khalil Mack gets us an interception. The game is about to turn for us, and it's like
Trucks Cousins.
let's unleash the Ryan Nall experience. Like, Ryan Nall is on my television screen on Monday Night Football. What have I done to deserve this?
We lost to a handcuffed Kirk Cousins. Like Cousins is
Yeah.
just like dink dunk.
Yeah. Well, at least it's like something. I mean,
It works, man. But
fuck. I'll Dunkin' Donuts my ass down the field too if it gets me down the field.
Hey, we could have had
Buster
James Winston.
fucking Screen. I hope Buster Screen cashes the check he got from Cousins for just being open like a 7-Eleven. Buster Screen sucks, bro.
Yeah.
and as bad as Foles was playing, honestly, man, like this is a league that's supposed to protect the quarterback. There were two roughing the passer.
Oh, if Akeem Hicks did that to Foles, there would be a penalty and a fine. But Akeem Hicks is injured. Like the shit is over, guys. The shit is
but that's the sad part.
over.
He goes out, right? But back in a couple years back, he went out. People stepped up. He goes out. Now there's this big gap, freaking hole.
Well, of course.
Now
Now you're
McCollum
out.
played a little bit in that spot, and he didn't do too bad.
McCullers.
Yes, McCollum.
Yeah,
played all right,
Urban played all right. Bilal Nichols is
It's
talking
not the
shit.
same. Yes, that talking shit with under a minute left.
Bro,
Shut the
you're
fuck up,
down by a touchdown.
man.
Dalvin
You're
Cook's
not
like,
going to score a touchdown with this
No.
offense.
Dalvin Cook is looking at the scoreboard like, scoreboard, bitch. And Bilal's like, yeah, I tackled you. It's like, I mean, apparently, was it his birthday? Was it his first career? Like, give me some Ryan Nall excuses for Bilal Nichols. Like, this is coaching. Like, these players all want to be you. It's like, how about be good, you fucks?
And I'm joking. I'm not gonna
That's a wrap. No.
Well,
Just
and then
say
before I
that.
came on, I found out the freaking Rockets gave up like 2 first-rounders for Trevor Ariza. It's just
Why not?
It's
Hopefully it's part of a bigger deal.
been,
But,
been quite the sports night for me.
Eddie Jackson is
Wrap.
wildly overpaid. Straight up, my friends. He is stealing money. This dude cannot tackle, does not want to tackle, does not want to get hit. Like, this dude pirouettes like fucking Baryshnikov, bro. He is straight spinning and dodging and like tackle. Come on,
He
man.
tried to go low on Rudolph, and he just bounced off of him.
Welcome
the other
to
time-
that.
We're in that dark spot. Welcome to a long bye week. Yay.
No, welcome to that point where your team is not playing well and
Yeah.
players are making business decisions.
It's
That's
business
what-
time.
It's business time, boys.
It is business time. Robert
Mitch said,
Quinn.
Mitch said, "Oh, my shoulder hurt."
Yeah.
Oh,
Worse after tonight.
but let me just tell you how it's been Robert Quinn business time since the offseason. This dude went into straight business time. And he has just been chilling. What are you doing with that long sleeve shirt? Why are you dressed like it's a fucking like rec center league with
Because
your
he's
white?
playing like he's a rec center player.
Yo, like this dude is a bum.
And
Robert
Floyd-
Quinn, you are a
Floyd's
bum.
Well, he dives in, he gets shoved inside, he goes outside, they just push him outside. It's
Bro,
pretty
he
easy.
sucks.
He has no
Greasy,
bull rush.
Greasy was trying to jock him. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I mean, a million times I should shut the fuck up with Brian Greasy. That dude, like, is an idiot.
No, and Floyd is actually playing well.
Yeah, of course. Of
Floyd
course he
alert.
fucking is. Floyd got some garbage sacks. I mean, like, Floyd's the same as he was for them. He wasn't bad for us. We hated on him more than anybody, but he
was
wasn't bad
better-
for us.
Floyd was better than Quinn is for us.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you told me I could have Floyd back or this Robert Quinn, I'd take Floyd back in a heartbeat. I'd
Yep.
sign Floyd to a 3-year deal if we could just have that. I mean, I would sign up for old time Floyd in a heartbeat over this. Dude, Quinn's effort is atrocious. It's not his technique. His effort
No,
is
it's his
atrocious.
technique, dude. It's his effort and his
He doesn't
technique.
have any technique. His
Technique,
technique is an outside rush.
The hand
Like with
slap
his
and try
dip.
to dip.
Dips. That's all he does is like he does the I believe I can fly. Like he fucking like that's all he does. He's a one trick ass pony, and people try to tell us, Raul try to tell us, people try to tell us this dude's a one trick pony. And we were like, no, it's going to be off to the races, rule of 3, ready for the pass rush.
I mean,
And this
like,
dude makes us look like suckers. And he put up the stats. I mean, you run down the stats. If you're purchasing a pass rusher off of the back of his football card, he's got the resume.
and the sad part is we're cap strapped.
Yep.
So this is where Ted Phillips needs to go. Pace needs to go. You need to bring a new regime in. You need to have a football guy in charge and a GM that can actually get you out of this bullshit. And it just has to be blown up.
Check it out, though. Ted Phillips is not going to leave. Like,
then
Ted Phillips wears bigger pants.
It is what it is.
I think Ted Phillips wears bigger, if not as big of pants in that organization as George does still. But Ted Phillips smartly has shifted himself into a place where he cannot be directly blamed. And that's what they like about Ryan Pace. They like that he can be blamed. He's, they're being a little smarter this time around, because in the Bears history, there's been a very thin veil between the ownership and the coach, and people quickly shift over, to blame the ownership because they're stupid and they don't have that shield. You're right, Brian. They need a president of operations, a Theo Epstein, a football guy who is, so there's layers. But so all they have to do is go be the PR and go be, members of the community and yada, yada, yada. But, and believe me, we would love to eat all that shit up. We eat it up with a spoon. Oh, Virginia. Oh, we get all wet over that shit.
I'd say the Justin Fields comment. I don't want a rookie quarterback until we can protect. I don't want, or have a coach that can develop.
Carlos, we got to draft offensive linemen for 2 seasons before we, Foles might retire. That was like a broken hip or something.
It's
Seriously.
dislocated for sure. I don't know if it's broken.
Bro, I tweeted Foles, I hope you get better, but it's time to go be a dad, bro. Like, you don't need to do this shit.
I got a lot of money, and I wanted Alex Smith.
You have money. You have a ring. You have a beautiful family like Foles. Like, think about this shit. That's all I'm saying. It's not worth it.
It's dark. I just don't understand how we can keep trotting out. Alex Bars gets the start tonight. You see that. You see Cody Whitehair playing center and then sliding it all over the place. Leno's moving everywhere. Feedy's not good. And it's just like, I don't need more to go with this. Where do you go with this?
You can't go anywhere. The offensive line is so atrocious. They have no continuity with each other.
Thanks, Wyatt.
The fact that
they gave Foles some clean pockets, good enough to. He's just not. And Anthony Miller too.
The ball was behind him.
That should have been a touchdown at the end there, Jay.
That's Foles' fault. That ball, if we don't listen, we called out Mitch for the throw that he missed to Miller before the Parkey kick. Then we got to call out Foles for that throw. That throw was not good enough. It wasn't good enough. I don't care. That's not Miller's game. He's not a big 6'3", 4 possession, or outside receiver with the Moss skills. He doesn't have that. Foles, Captain Floater, he sure was great at floating everything else and getting, Harrison Smith volleyball spiked that ball out of Allen Robinson's hands. And apparently Allen Robinson's having fits on the sideline after the game.
After Foles hurt his arm, I wanted to see Bray.
And then we saw it. And he threw one about 80 yards over fucking. Oh, he's the same fucking thing. He's some big, tall dude. Why is Bray on this team? It's fucking embarrassing. It's embarrassing. The offensive side of the ball is so embarrassing. Everybody has exciting offensive players but us. Maybe the Jets. But everybody else, you watched the games yesterday and you're like, oh, wow, look at that. Oh, my God. Look at all this exciting offensive young talent. Not on our fucking team.
Darnell Mooney. They've taken Darnell Mooney and made him into complete nothing.
Bro, I don't know. I don't know. I had that, I thought at first the laser shit looked better, but I'm just like, oh, look, something different. even Riddick called it out. The splits that they had in with Laser, I think were vastly different than what we've seen previous. Nagy's wide receiver splits, and I'm sure it's part of the playbook, but don't you think it was weird how he really loved those tight? I mean, the wide receivers were like inside the hashes. The outside wide receivers, you know what I mean? Like, it was weird.
Well, it was easy. I mean, and conversely, look how Minnesota, their game plan was to put Thielen in the slot and get him one-on-one with Buster Screen or whoever and beat him in the flats. It was easy. And it was too easy. It was too easy. It was so easy.
Because Buster Screen sucks. Roquan
It's not
Smith,
just that. I mean, it's not just him.
partially
They did
that.
it to Danny. They did
A
it
little
to,
bit, but it was mostly the screen. I mean, I thought Danny played pretty well, actually. I thought Roquan beasted. Roquan was a beast the whole game. Jalen played okay. He got burned. Fuller made some great plays, but he also got burned. Like, Eddie Jackson cannot tackle. Like, his effort is atrocious. Like, I hope you enjoy staying healthy for next season, but it's completely obvious that you are just jaking it. He is
What's Eli Manning doing?
Bro, seriously, like, he's selling hot sauce. That's what he's doing. Like, he's not.
He's looking at that offensive line and saying, nope.
Yeah, like, he wants to come back. Like, that dude escaped playing, like, how many seasons, and he has his faculties about him. Oh, my God. Like,
I can talk about Eli Manning when fans are talking about Jordan Howard coming back.
Yeah, exactly. Jordan Howard's like, dude is yelling at me about Jordan Howard. He's this and he's that. I'm like, bro, he didn't even dress. He was a healthy scratch.
1.2 yards per carry this season.
For the Dolphins. Like,
That would be our leading rusher right now.
Actually, the Dolphins. Shut up, Jerry.
It's fucking
Dolphins are a better team than the Bears. I was about to slander them and be like, Jordan Howard can't even start for the Dolphins, but bro, the Dolphins are so much better than us.
Yep.
They have a bright future.
We don't.
It's dark. I don't give a crap that I'm on camera right now.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter. It's just like, bro, we're so bad. They're so bad. Like, there's
there's actually fans trying to make money off of covering this team. I feel bad for them.
Right?
That they rely like that. I feel bad. Like, we'll tell you they suck for free.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't have to get that in depth.
Yeah. Yo, I think. Imagine if there were fans there. Oh my God, how would the booing have been?
Oh no, it wouldn't. It would have escalated beyond booing.
There'd be shit getting thrown.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You're damn right.
Shit would have rained down onto the field, and if it didn't, that's bullshit. Because that is a game that you watch that shit and you pick up anything you can grab and you throw it on that fucking field after that game. You pick up if you have to throw a toddler, you do it.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
There's a good
I think maybe they win one more game this season.
There's a chance we lose to the bye week.
Oh, we're losing to the bye. The bye has a tough defense.
I'm actually looking forward to this Sunday. It might be the best offensive performance we've seen from the Bears.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Yo, like,
Cole Kmet played a lot. They were talking about, it'd be a good idea to get Jimmy Graham down there. It would take him a year and a half.
You know what, though?
No, but Foles missed a touchdown to Jimmy Graham. Foles sucked ass in this game.
Yeah, it's time to stop the bullshit, though. Like, I think Kmet needs to be the focal. You need to see what you have in these young guys at this point, and I think Kmet needs to be in there more than Graham. I'm sorry. This is that point. Graham started off well. I think Kmet needs to start getting more play.
For what?
Why?
Just like
development.
You gonna play him at tackle?
Squad.
Let's
No,
let's move him into tackle. Fuck it.
No, put him on
He
the
went to
outside
Notre
like they're
Dame.
doing.
You automatically can block.
What I'm saying is you can line him up like they're lining Graham up. Start giving him the passes.
Oh, sure. Why? Yeah, I say play everybody. Let's see. Hambray, Simmons. I mean,
gotta
fuck
see
it.
what we have
It's
now.
time.
Yeah.
Like Kendall Vildor, step on up. Duke Shelley, something.
Yep.
Fucking Buster Screen, gone data, bro. Like that guy is over. If like
I don't
get
want to
out
see
of
another
here.
tweet that I gave up my third touchdown of the year.
Yeah, yeah. Like he's just talking shit too. Like with your 116 passer rating against and your 76% completions allowed. Fuck out of here.
I feel bad for Khalil Mack as a fan right now.
Yeah.
Sorta.
He's used to it though. I mean, bro got like 26 mil a year. He's used to it. He did the same shit happened for the Raiders. He's used to it.
How bad's Hakeem?
I don't know, but I guarantee you it's not good. You know he's missing at least a game.
On his
I haven't heard
too,
anything.
Man, on his birthday.
You know they're not going to say anything, but like a non-contact injury like that, I
Yeah.
mean, he could have
It was a no doubter too. He walked it right out. It's just like,
yeah, I mean, he could. Hopefully, he just like strained a hamstring. That's the best case scenario. The worst case scenario is like sprained MCU. You know,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know what happened to Foles.
So
I swear, I'm one of those.
Carlos's question because Pace likes the smell of his own farts.
This is the reason why Packers cut Jimmy. Why did Pace sign him? Exactly.
And the money too.
It's
Bro, we don't need an offensive line. We have Juan Castillo. Like,
God.
who? Like, bro.
I was
people-
talking to a Bills fan today at work. He's like, Juan Castillo sucked for us. I was like, yeah, I know, but
Sucks for us.
Like, and no, but like, but we were sold. We were sold a fucking like steaming truck full
yeah.
of manure,
Sold vacuum, brother.
bro. Like we were sold a fucking pile of flaming shit. Juan Castillo.
that happens
Like,
to us. So hey, I mean,
yeah, exactly. We like it. We love to get sold on some garbage, but like for real though, like this is so atrocious. Like the way that they sold this pile of shit, and what's crazy is that, and this is why Pace has to go, is because you said, "Let me take this car that is made of human feces."
a 2000, like a 1998 Camry.
And yeah, but literally like carved out of feces, like a car like made out of human excrement. This is what you had in the offensive line, and you were like, let me throw these spinners on it. Robert Quinn. Wow. Let me get some ground effects. Okay. Jimmy Graham. Let me get those ground effects going on. Now let me drop it. Swamp, swamp, swamp with my shit box. You know, like, bro, he's got to go. Pace has to go. And Nagy actually believed that Harry Heastand sucked, but his boy Juan Castillo
Would save the day.
would save the day because he was like familiar with the all-seeing oracle of the Philly Andy Reid system. The system.
How's that
Yo.
working out? How's that working out for Philly right now?
Yeah. How's the system going, guys, over there?
I don't even know. If
Philly.
we were in that division, where would we be?
Who knows?
If we had to play
I don't feel confident about beating. I mean, I know we did beat the Giants, but like I don't feel
barely.
that confident about. I guess we could probably beat the Cowboys if they have, you know, like Nuccioni or like I don't know who their
I don't
quarterback
even
is.
feel, right now, I don't know. I don't
Nutella.
know. We may not win another game.
Bro, the Jags are at least serviceable. I mean, they gave the Packers every bit of a game. The Jags gave the Packers every bit of a game. Gardner Minshew's going to be fucking, you know,
Oh
like
yeah, we got to play Green
selling
Bay next.
cars soon.
Yay, that'll be fun.
Oh, what?
We got to
He's
play
like,
Green. We got to play
Green
Green
Bay's
Bay
next.
next.
Yo, it's over. It is over. They're going to lose that game like 60-0. The Bears are going to get smoked.
We can't even talk shit.
Nope.
Bro, we need to go into hiding over this bye week. We need to be like SpongeBob with the sand. Zoop! Like, it's,
Carlos, did you watch the Monday night game? We ain't running the football against anybody.
who that with our run defense won't counter you guys out. Yeah, no, I don't. Like, it's over. It's so over. Like, you can't. No, like, Foles is on his back. Like,
we
from
could,
the overhead shot, that picture is it. That is it.
we could stay in the game with them. It's just our offense won't do shit.
Bro,
I don't even think we can. I'll just be straight with you.
We can for a little bit. We'll just give him too many shots.
I mean, it's over. Like, it is over. It's like the Jello is jiggling. It is done. Like, and what's crazy is that, like, didn't it feel like the camera just didn't focus on Nagy at all?
There it is for all you.
Yeah,
There's the visual for you boys.
That's it.
That's the Bears season in a nutshell.
that's it. That's it.
He looks like
Oh,
CPR is being done. It's bad.
And I was the biggest thing that hampered us tonight was his lack of mobility. And it's not like Mitch is coming back to even see if he can
Why would he?
rekindle anything.
Why the fuck would Mitch Trubisky want
Turn
to?
out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end.
but it wasn't a good thing, Willie.
The night. The party's over. And tomorrow starts the same old thing.
Woo!
Same old thing again.
Crazy, crazy.
All right, now you were the first person to go country here. Jesus Christ.
Bro,
It's
it's
so
over.
bad.
It is over. It is over.
I can't even argue it.
So who's
I
your
can't-
go to the
5-5.
game?
Corderell, I guess.
Gotta go Roquan again.
Yeah, all right. I can buy that.
Carlos Santos again every week. He's the only one putting points on the board.
God, it's dark.
Well, it's not going to get any better.
And you know what? I know we've done a lot of like shitting on Chris Tabor, but
You know what? Harris fumbled that punt, and his ass didn't see a punt the rest of the game. Good for him for having the ball to make it.
bro,
What are we doing?
yeah,
I feel like we're right in the middle of space.
that's pretty brutal.
We're getting weird.
Yeah, that's
I'm for it. He's hitting the edible too hard.
yeah, that's way too much.
Even more than me. This is so weird.
Yeah, that's gonna.
I love it, but it's weird. And for as bad as we were still in the game. We still had a chance.
Okay, dude.
Hey, friend.
The end.
Well, Jim Morrison can't be that.
Yeah, he can.
But yeah, I mean,
It's all over.
it's a winnable game. Another winnable game.
Yeah,
And our
we
offense
had-
can't do anything.
Dude, what do we have? At 1.14 yards in the second half.
And we still had a chance.
They don't fucking. They don't even deserve
At
a
least
chance.
Nagy
I
can say.
agree
At
they
least
don't deserve
Nagy.
it, but the
At least
defense-
Nagy can say, "Hold my beer. This is what I'm trying to work with."
We're
He's like, "Laser, you take over. Show the world what I've been
Show the
dealing
world.
with."
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you got plays, huh, Jack? Go
Yeah.
get him, Tiger.
It's almost like, hey Ryan, there you go, bud.
Yeah.
That might be what it is. It might be the final FU.
Yo, but he can't do that because Ryan gave him everything he asked for. Like Ryan was like, "Oh, here's your whole list, bro. Like, here you go. Here you go. I drafted you this. I got you that. I signed you this. I fucking signed you that." That's like, I got you all your fucking coaches. Like, we're paying coaches to not coach. Like, got you all the shit. And this is what Pace can say to Ted and George and say, "Listen, man, like, we thought this guy was something. He's not. We have given him everything that he could ask for, and he has not delivered because he sucks." And that's how Pace can keep his job. I believe that somehow Pace is going to keep his job.
Mike Glennon, Mitch Trubisky, Nick Foles, John Fox, Matt Nagy, get the fuck out.
I agree, but I'm talking like this Bears organization is not firing Ted Phillips or reassigning Ted Phillips to a fully backseat role.
I don't want Pace anywhere near deciding the next quarterback.
I agree.
This dude wanted Mariota.
Oh.
This dude
Right.
gave up everything for Trubisky. Like,
But
no.
we are not in power. Unfortunately, there are like morons in
I don't even
power.
know where-
Ownership,
Bears.
what you're saying, AA, about Pace saying, I gave you this, I gave you this. Ownership could say, we gave you Mac, we gave you 3 quarterbacks, 2
I
coaches.
realize that, but I'm talking
Get the
about.
fuck out.
I know, but
What GM's had this many shots for us at quarterback, at coach,
Angelo?
that coach?
Well, he had not really, but he had Lovey, and Lovey did well.
This guy, I mean, the Bears
Like-
don't normally give this. This is a lot of leeway for a GM, and I don't know, man. I don't want him anywhere near the next quarterback.
Yeah, I'm just telling you that, like, from an organization side, he's made the money, and like, unless
the money
unless
makes
there's, like,
itself, bro. We're not
Right, but
we're more
I agree, but I'm just
fan
saying,
base.
like, yeah, I agree with you. He has to go, but I just don't trust this organization to make any right decisions about that or even replacing him. I don't trust them. There's
Who
nothing
you gonna get?
trustworthy. Like, it's like, huh?
For who? GM?
Yeah. Who?
Riddick.
Oh, you're gonna pull a guy off of TV.
Hmm?
Okay.
Well, it's worked for fucking Mike Mayock
Just fuck.
and the Raiders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they fleeced us right out of the gate, right?
Well, I don't know if they fleeced us. I just don't think, like we've said before, this team was not ready to acquire Mac and just go all the way. It came really close, but it wasn't. It wasn't ready. And this was known.
I would take
that they
anybody
were-
from Baltimore. I would take
I think-
somebody from Pittsburgh's front office because those
It
fucking
was-
teams show a
right.
history of being able to
Right.
fucking draft and stay competitive.
Right. Baltimore,
Pittsburgh.
for
Yeah,
sure.
hell yeah.
For sure. I'm just saying, like, and that's who I want. I don't know if I want Riddick. Riddick, I don't think has enough experience. I think he's super smart, and I love the guy, but I don't know if he has enough experience.
Can
Well,
we
we, have,
get rid of-
we have ownership. Sorry, Jared. We have ownership that's going to hire a consultant to figure it out because they can't.
Right. Well, I mean, listen, let's not pretend like there's all this, like all the NFL teams have these great owners. Like, look at Jerry Jones. Look at the owner of the Jags. Look at the owner of the Texans. There's a lot of dumb football owners. So it's like the Bears are not special in that regard, but they got some really dumb ones. And then they got a dumb guy that they paid to advise them named Ted Phillips. And that's the real issue, is that they have a guy. They thought Ted Phillips was the guy. Oh, you over there in the accounting department, why don't you come over here and tell us how to run the football team? Like, all the football brains were on the Hallis side of the family, and none of them transferred over to the McCaskey side. None.
Hey,
Zero.
Wyatt, I got a name for you. David Shaw.
Oh, the head coach.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stanford.
Yep. Because he could
Yeah,
get
stay
Vic
away
back
from
here if
Harbaugh.
it gets fired.
I would.
Do you think-
I
do you
want
think that
Arthur
happened?
Smith
Can we
from the
ask the question?
Titans. Go ahead.
Do you think that the coaches get fired in this in the off week?
No. only because it's the Bears. They don't really do that,
You can't
and
fire
because
Coach
of
Stern.
COVID.
Unless
and
you
because
have
of
Pagano
COVID.
take over, I could see Pagano taking over, but I
That's
don't see
what
the
I
Bears
would
making that move.
I said that before, that if this goes sideways in this game and they lose, which they lost spectacularly, they spectacularly lost. Like, Nagy went up to the highest dive, and he stood there on the top of the highest dive, and he dove, and he burst into fucking flames and fell into an empty pool. That's how spectacularly bad this offense was.
And I think it's
still,
fireable.
and it is not on Laser. It is still on Nagy because it's still his bullshit system, his player development, all of it. His quarterback, his offensive line decisions, all of that shit is him. So he gets no pass because now it was Laser, or no, like, see, I told you so, we do suck. Fuck that. He gets every inch of the blame. Laser is just some simp.
It's possible Mitch Trubisky could return after the bye, Matt Nagy said, though he's unsure. That's from Patrick Finley.
I would not. If I was Mitch Trubisky, my shoulder would be so inflamed.
Oh my god, yeah. Like,
I'd be like, I'm not. No.
yeah.
You know,
I just get out there.
I'm down for Mitch to come in and save us.
He's not going to save us from what? At this point, he would save us from a better draft pick. That's all he would do. He wouldn't save us. Get that shit out of your mind. He's going to play for 2
I don't have
plays,
to get shit out of my mind, man. I'm just saying I'd take it.
but it's not going to happen. He's going to
I
play
don't
for
give a
2
shit.
plays.
The world's dark enough. I'm trying to stay a little positive.
Okay.
Tiny bit.
Okay. I'll placate your positivity.
Hey, I'll take it.
That dude will hurt his shoulder in 2 plays, and you will be on to whoever the fuck. That Wildcat they ran tonight, fuck that.
I would tell you,
Wildcat.
they had to do stupid shit like that because of the lack of Foles poses no threat to even fucking move. You told me he wasn't a statue. That motherfucker's a statue. I hope he
Because
doesn't.
I watched him slide around in the pocket and kill us at times.
I hope he recovers, but the dude is slow as shit.
Yes, he went off a cliff.
Yeah, man, and like I think Mitch's legs in those certain circumstances, the Laser was scheming guys open. Foles just can't. He can't even throw off the run. He backpedals, and it's
Well,
just
he can't
like
even
it's
step
horrible.
up into the pocket and do it right now
He's trying to do
Right
like
now,
Jay
it's
Cutler,
a moot-
Jay
it's a
Cutler
moot
shit
point.
without the arm.
because he's got half of his hip is gone.
Bro, he's over. Mitch
I would
is
take-
over. It's over. Like, Mitch is over, guys. Like,
I think
it's
Mitch
over.
could give our offense enough of a spark to be decent compared to Foles. I think he can.
shot. No shot. He will
Okay.
get killed.
I hate
I'm
that
just saying,
shit.
he's
No
gonna
shot.
get killed.
Ball-headed fuck.
Why you're like shitting on Kaplan? Like I don't work for that dude. I don't give a fuck.
Yes, Wyatt, we have Kyle Slater.
Yeah, who cares? Like, who is that
I
guy?
don't like Cap's show, but
He's
he's
just gonna
he's a
die.
shit stir.
Yeah, well, that's what
It
he's
doesn't
paid
matter
to
behind
do.
this offensive line. It's just you're a dead man.
It doesn't matter. Like Trubisky will be like incrementally better at times and still do the same shit as before. He's like Trubisky has been ruined by trying to ram a crazy ass, complicated, stupid offense down his
Don't
throat.
make it complicated. Keep it simple.
And it ruined his brain. And then playing behind that offensive line ruined his instincts.
All that shit needs to be thrown out the window. Keep the shit simple. Let him come
Somebody
in.
needs to go find.
Let's
I
play
guess
ball.
if they went back to that old, fucking offense, but I don't even want to see it. What is the point? There's no point in them winning another game this year.
somebody
None.
needs to go to Harry Heastand and apologize to him.
That ain't happening. Why would
team-
he
this team
swallow
needs
his
to.
pride like
I
that?
didn't say hire him. I said this team
Oh,
should
sure,
go
they
and
should have.
apologize to him.
Yeah,
and
sure.
say, you
I'm
know
sure.
what, we fucked up.
I'm sure
Because-
somebody will on some back channels because I'm sure that dude's agent represents other coaches and you don't want that type of reputation out there. So they'll do that in some way. But I mean that's what fucking difference does that make? That's what I'm saying is we don't need to win any more games. It doesn't help us at this point. Like it's just we don't need to
5
win
and
anymore.
5.
They need to be 5-11. That's just what they should be. Like, and everybody
Why?
needs to go.
You're gonna be cash strapped with
Because
the same
look
job.
at what I like. Somebody was like, look at all this, eat a dick. A guy was like, look at all these contracts. You can get out of Leno and save, and Massey. Leno and Massey, $17 million.
So that's
You
one
cut
left.
Jimmy
That's one left
Graham.
tackle. That's one decent left tackle.
You're not retooling. You're just gonna play young guys. You're not like at this
You're not
point.
doing anything though with that
Right.
offensive line. So
That's what I'm saying.
you're
Is
gonna be stuck with one of those.
you might as well get rid of those dudes. James Daniels comes back. Send Coward out of town on a bus, and then you get some replacement level cheap guys, and then you have
So you want our
probably still have
organization-
$20 million to
So you want our organization to go out and try to find free agents for the offensive line. Is that what I just heard?
No, I want them to either play young guys and then draft. Honestly, what they should do is play the young guys and draft behind them. They shouldn't.
They
even
definitely
sign.
need to see what they have from some of these younger guys.
That's all I'm saying is you put Cody back at guard, you put Mustafa at center, you throw Bars out at tackle because he can play tackle. You throw Hambright or Simmons, whoever the fuck, at the other tackle, and
See what you
whoever.
got?
See, you just fucking roll with it. I mean, like I would feel better about that than the absolute patchwork horse shit they put out there. Like,
I'm sorry,
I mean-
Alex Bars is not very good, and he showed that again tonight.
well, the guy's barely had a chance.
They play him at
Yeah,
center.
they
They
ran
play
a
him at
twist.
guard.
They put him at guard. They ran a twist. You can't pick up the twist. And what happens? Same thing. It's the same thing. It's the whole offensive line. Cody Whitehair is not calling it out.
Oh, he had
not
a really
picking up-
bad
He's
snap
not picking
tonight.
up off the twist either. He knew the other guy was. It's just shit that you.
And we tried the
A
screen
defense
game.
center sees it and tries to get his ass over and make a block. Whitehair doesn't even see it.
We tried
I'm
attacking.
done hearing about Whitehair as a center.
We tried attacking with a
Fuck
screen
off.
game. We tried attacking with a screen game, like your nephew mentioned, and our wide receivers. That's true, man. They don't block very well.
They don't do anything well.
No, ironically, Javon Wims and Mooney were the best blockers that we had at the wide receiver position. Jimmy Graham was invisible tonight.
he's a horrible blocker, dude. I tried telling, like Jared, at the beginning of the season, you're like, oh, Jimmy Graham. No.
He didn't do that bad one time.
Bro, I'm not smart enough or articulate enough about offensive football to say it, but I can't get this image out of my mind of the formations, those tight splits.
Trying to create.
Weird.
Well, we used to do it with. God, now this is going back a ways. We used to run tight splits with Marty Booker and that crew.
Yes, I mean I've seen it before and I understand
Loggins used to
But
run it
against-
once in a while.
Against
so much though.
6th string, 7th string, and 8th string defensive backs, we can't take advantage of it. We
So,
can't.
we make every defense look great. Like we're every team's get right game. Like really, like every defense feels great about itself after they play the Bears. I mean, even though they shouldn't.
I don't know if he ever started to block Carlos.
Yeah, I mean Jimmy Graham, like
I heard the
If there was a
announcer
way
at the end
for-
of the game. He's like, Jimmy Graham played basketball by Miami.
yeah, like if
he'd
Jimmy
be
Graham, yeah, exactly. Like if Jimmy Graham could only play red zone somehow, like maybe he'd be a functional person in football. But like the rest of it, between the 20s, this dude is trash. Like
The
I mean,
first-
and
the first
that
half-
being said, if we had a better line and a better quarterback, I firmly believe he would get a lot more, run and get more stats. But with this situation, like he is not it. Like
And what did we say when we got Foles? How long is this dude actually going to last behind this O-line?
exactly. I mean, that we have been saying that when they got Foles, who we called the Bears' second backup, we did not ever nobody on this show bowed at the feet of Foles. We always said chasing decent. So, like,
I wanted Alex Smith. I wanted Bridgewater.
bro, we wanted anybody. I was ready for Nick Mullins. Like, I was ready. I was like, give
We
me
could have had Jameis Winston.
Joe Flacco. Like, I don't give like, dude, I would be so happy if we had Cam Newton and all we did was run the ball. It would be amazing. I would be so happy. The whole defense, like, can you imagine the vibes of this team if we had Cam
I wanted
Newton?
Carr. Got shit for that.
Bro, if we had Cam Newton, the vibes of this team would be so beautiful.
Oh, Carr's not all that. Okay.
We would have taken him.
Oh,
Bro,
God, yeah.
Cars
Yeah.
is a shit. Cars shits on every Bears quarterback ever. Like the way that we heard from Bears fans the slander of all these quarterbacks is if like and to fucking like because of Mitch, like the audacity of people to say this and that about proven NFL quarterbacks whose stats shit on our whole history book.
I just
Like,
wanted Carr here because Mac loves him. That's his boy. Like that would have
Yeah,
fired the team
right.
up a little.
bro, like it's atrocious. Like
They would have been standing over him like he was a dead man too tonight.
Mm,
yeah, the Raiders have a way better offensive line.
I didn't say they didn't, but he can.
Because they built the
move a
team
little
the
better.
right fucking way. They built the team the right fucking way. This team,
You got to win in the
We-
trenches, man, on
bro,
both sides of the ball.
Chris Long told Kyle Long that after that playoff game, the reason they lost is because they are not physical enough in the trenches, and that is on the offensive fucking line. This was known. The flaws were known by everyone. And Ryan Pace said, nah, we good. Like, it's like you reap what you sow.
Yep.
We sowed turds.
Bro, like, it's like, I mean, I know I'm going crazy, but I just, like, I'm sorry, but it's
No,
fucking
it's cool.
over.
I remember when certain Bears fans were giving me shit about wanting Quentin Nelson.
Well, I knew that was never going to happen, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but you don't take a guard. Well, yeah, you take that dude now, wouldn't you?
You sure would.
I just, like,
You could have had the tackle, too. You could have had McGlinchey. We would have taken McGlinchey, too.
here's the thing is that, like, a lot of people, and I've probably even been one of them, will say, look at what Pace did over here. Defense, blah, blah, blah. We can come up with some reasons why Pace is not the worst. But when you start to see the domino effect of his failed picks and how he has continually tried to make up for them, like in the failed signing. So you cannot get a tight end. So you say, let me get Shaheen and Burton. Spectacular failures. Then you say, okay, that didn't work.
I'm about to light. Is Carlos a Packer fan?
Yes.
You have a good offensive line because you're allowed to fucking hold because you have Aaron Rodgers. Next.
Yeah, and they just paid Bakhtiari a bunch of money. Good luck with all that. So, like, whatever.
Ryan,
Like,
hey, time out. We don't get to talk about that because they're winning and we are not.
all right, but
Well,
they
you need a franchise quarterback to be allowed to hold, so good for them. But
they're not winning shit this season. So, like, whatever. They're gonna
They're
beat.
gonna win the
all right,
North,
they're gonna
probably.
beat the Bears. They're gonna beat the Bears like a drum.
Beat the brakes off of us. That's
yeah,
enough.
it's gonna be
So
brutal.
let's not diss him too hard here.
and hey, Wyatt, we just ruined your running back's MVP candidacy, so you can have that too. I'm not in the mood tonight.
Yeah, fuck all that. Like, I mean, like, just Pace has been trying to make up for his mistakes, and he just keeps digging. It's quicksand. It is fucking quicksand. Like, and it started with Mitch and the trade up, and it's just been quicksand with a little peak when he managed to somehow get Khalil Mack, and that catapulted them to a season that they really shouldn't have had. Like, it was
Well,
great.
it's like what
but-
we've said 1,000 times. When you get a season like that, you got to capitalize on it. We didn't, and
right.
the
It
ripple
wasn't.
effect.
Yeah. People thought that was like we thought that was like
We needed a kicker.
foundation.
All we needed was a kicker.
Yeah, we thought that was
All
the
we needed was a
foundation.
kicker.
Well,
Push-
the
We
NFL
traded,
humbles
you know,
teams. Look
and-
at the Ravens. The NFL humbles teams.
we traded
quick.
up for Anthony Miller. We traded up for Montgomery. That's all pace moves, man.
Yeah,
like
Pace
you,
is
you stack on
overpaced for
you,
everything.
you stack on pace though. Like it's on him too for this ownership to
So
say,
everybody
"Oh,
gotta go.
I agree."
Everybody gotta go. Everybody has to go. Like you can't because it's a shit show from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Like and Foles, like I mean, bro, I hope he's all right. I hope he's healthy to live.
I've seen
his
Adam
rest of
Shaheen
his life.
highlights.
Well,
And
the
Sheen
offensive
doesn't-
ones will be quick. Here's a 5-yard
I'm
run
just saying,
followed
like
by a
the-
-3.
The NFL humbles teams. Look at the Ravens. People figured them out.
They're 6-3.
I know that, but they don't
Yeah,
look.
but it's not that anybody figured us out. It's that we couldn't figure
There was
ourselves
nothing
out.
right. There was nothing to figure out.
What
It's
is
like-
the Matt Nagy offense? I've never
As,
seen it.
as many have said, that they're not in a rut. There is
Evidently,
no.
it's shit.
They're not in a rut. Nagy talks about them being in a rut. There's no rut. In
Motherfucker.
order to,
I don't
like,
know what
they're
his
being a-
offense. What is his offense? We don't know.
nobody knows. We know that it's like the Andy Reid thing, and it's very complicated, as evidenced by the Chiefs players who were like, "Cool, thank God that guy's gone. What a nerd!" Like,
Well, that's what I was talking about. Pittsburgh, dude. They basically play a playground offense sometimes.
yeah.
Ben-
Well, when you have
They
when you
freelance.
have fucking Ben Roethlisberger and a bunch of offensive linemen, it's like they get it too. They just keep
Hey,
stacking offensive linemen.
that's what I'm. You bring Mitch back, just play playground ball, and you get. If I send the
Like
it's simple. It's really simple. Just win.
Like Pace
Beat your guy.
finally realized when he drafted James Daniels that if you want to build a team in the NFL, you go to Iowa, Wisconsin. You fucking go
We
to,
tried that, though.
to these. Oh, when did we try Wisconsin? Years ago
Left tackle, yeah, and he flamed out.
with Ryan Pace. We did.
No, not with Pace.
This is
Talking
what
about
I'm
Kareem?
talking about.
Yep, talking about
Yeah.
Gabe Creamy.
Yeah,
we
but
took
come
him.
on.
Didn't
like,
we? Didn't we take him over? What the hell is his name from Bay? Balaga. We took him over
Yeah.
Balaga, right?
Yep.
Anyway,
Because Balaga's arms were too short.
we just don't know how to do it. Like
Nope.
the fact that I mean, and like, listen, Charles Leno's contract looks like pennies right now. Good, if you
It's
actually
still
look at
too
it, it's
much.
like I know, but it's like he
I mean, the
signed a
history though.
4-year,
Colombo
$37
was
million.
Colombo was a bust for us. Went to Dallas and
Yep.
God, it just goes on
I'm
and
just
on.
saying, like the offense, like you cannot tell me that you put this kind of investment in this quarterback and that's the offensive line you gave him. I'm talking about Mitch now.
Right.
Like they never gave him shit for offensive line.
How you going to
No,
develop
they
a
paid-
guy? How you going to develop a guy that is playing for a coach that can't develop anybody, and then you're playing for an offensive line that doesn't give you any fucking time?
Absolutely. And I guess you know what's fucked up is like Nagy brought Foles in here to save everything, but it actually just exposed everything.
But we thought
It actually
Foles' quick
just-
release was going to make our offensive line better.
You know, what happened to his quick release is gone. That's like a different dude. Like I'm telling you, like
Our
the
offensive
way-
line will do that to you.
Yeah, it will. And then, but like I'm saying, like Foles runs like a newborn horse. Like it's atrocious. Like how uncoordinated. Like his feet look like they're made of cement. Like he wants to start falling down on his third step. Like it looks like Kevin McHale like trying to drive the lane. Like just heavy legs. I mean, dude is like. Bro, it's so atrocious.
Since we got Foles, it was I forgot where I heard it, but it was a great evaluation. He is a mirror of his talent. Bears fans, this is the talent because that's what Foles is only as good as the people around him, and that's the Foles we saw because of the talent we have.
But Right. And here's what I don't understand is that like before in 2018 and we added players, we're like, okay, we got to get Witzman, we got to get this, we got to get that. We're like doing things towards a goal. And then like it somehow got, I don't know, like I don't understand how we got convinced that we were set. You know, and this is what's crazy is that people say that McCaskies are cheap or that they won't let them spend any more money. We spend a ton of money. Yep. We spend the wrong money. Like,
well, we
and who makes those decisions?
Ryan Pace
needs to go.
Absolutely, gotta go. You gotta go, bro. You're out.
Pace. Medium pace somewhere else.
And I'm serious. Like, why not clean house? After the bye, the COVID's a great time to tank. I would clean house.
I walk Teddy out too.
That ain't happening, but like it should, but it's not. Like I'm just saying, like it's a great time to clean house. That would be amazing. I'd just be like, cool. I don't even want to, like, because I don't want to hear from these dudes. We know we underachieved and we're really fired up.
You'll never hear from Pace.
Right, but you're right. But at the end of the season, like I don't want to hear their bullshit press conference, you know, where they sit there and Nagy's all jumpy and Brian's like, "Oh, we're just really fired up about where we're headed, and we're just, you know, like shut up, like shut your fucking hole."
It's like, fluid. It's a trickle down economy, and the fan base has been getting pissed on, and I'm fucking sick of it. Change needs to happen.
It's a joke. Like it's a joke. Like.
No, I put a tweet out there earlier, and it was like, you know, I don't know what I expected. Bears in must-win situations in the last 2.5 years. This is exactly what should happen because that's how they've performed in must-win games. This was a must-win, and you had a chance, but your offense looks like a fucking 8th grade JV team. It looks terrible.
But worse, I mean, at least like an 8th grade team, like it looks like people are running and jumping, like and showing some athleticism. Like this looks like an old man team, you know, like Foles looks like an old person trying to play football. That's how unathletic he looks now.
Like I actually like the idea of a new stadium too. We need to get away from the whole museum down by the lake, freaking Butkus, and they always bring up all the past shit, the Bears, the history. Like, how long are we gonna hang our hat on that bullshit, man? Like,
they're gonna keep hanging it because we keep eating it up. Look at your wall.
I know, man. I got a museum down here.
Just saying, like, you know, they sell what sells. Like you're telling them, oh, everyone loves widgets. You should try to sell some other shit. No, widgets are selling. Fuck you. They're not going to change. They're only going to change if people somehow and it's just too much dyed in the wool, old school, never give up. And that's cool. I mean, that's one of the cool things about the Bears. But like realistically, like they have no incentive to change. The only thing that might happen is that when Virginia passes, there might be a split up of the ownership, and that might be impetus for them to sell because they want to get paid.
I feel bad for her too. She must be freaking fuming.
She's had a good life. I don't feel bad for her. Like honestly, like that. Like she's been rich her entire life. Like she's cool. I don't feel bad for her. I'm I hope she lives another 10 years if she wants, but like, I don't have sympathy for Virginia McCaskey. Like it's just not necessary. Her life.
Yeah, I don't think she's super heavily involved with the day to day either.
No, she's living. She's doing great. She's got her whole like women's movement and all this, and like she's a philanthropist. Like she's living that rich lady philanthropist life. She's all good. I'm not worried about her.
If the case comes up, they fire Nagy, they fire Pace or whatever. And you move up Pagano. Do you move Jay Rogers to that defensive coordinator spot? That guy is absolutely.
Look
the
at
one
Brandon
bright
Staley.
spot today has been his development along the defensive line.
Look at Brandon Staley and the Rams right now. That was our linebackers coach.
Yep.
Under Fangio.
Jay Rogers.
I think Pagano would still call plays.
Yeah, but I mean, You have to does he
Probably,
keep
but
both jobs?
whatever. You still promote that guy. That's the natural promotion.
I would give Jay Rogers whatever he wanted and don't let him
Bro,
get
I
out.
let Jay Rogers be the GM. I think he does more in
And,
identifying talent.
And on an honest note here, I mean, like you got Nagy switching quarterbacks, giving the play calling up. That kind of tells you that there's a hot seat thing going on behind the scenes.
Yep.
Pagano coming in may save the morale. If I don't know how bad it's getting in the locker room, but Pagano runs the defense, and the defense is this team.
Right.
So that would be the right move. I don't know what
But
they're
that's
very
a
good
move-
at hiding shit
right.
with this
Right.
regime. There could be shit that we don't know about. They're very good at hiding things. But like if that would be the move to try to.
That's a move that Pace makes, though. Honestly, that's not a they're because they don't have somebody in place behind. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I just don't. I see somehow him convincing, in order to try to save his own job, the McCaskies to let him just fire Nagy because that's relatively cheap. That's a pretty cheap move that would probably, I don't know. At least I don't know what it would do.
The thing
But
that
it
screwed
might-
us was him getting coach of the year and Pace getting executive of the year. Just like
Winning
some
is
of those
what
guys.
fucked this team completely.
No, so, like some of those guys
You know
getting pro ball alternate
Yeah.
nods and letting it get to their head.
Yeah.
It-
Winning
it's-
was the worst thing that could have happened to this team because they didn't know how to deal with it.
right.
They
Playing
still
the last
don't.
play schedule.
Still,
Well, yeah, and then we threw a big party, and everybody came out of the woodwork and tried to get on the gravy train, and
And so, a lot of people started podcasts after that.
yeah, exactly.
We were doing this shit before that.
Yeah, they put the cart before the horse so hardcore, and everybody's saying, fucking Mitch has his fucking McMahon sunglasses on. Shout out to sunglasses. I'm not mad at him, but I'm just saying, like we went buck wild and just threw like a big fucking circle jerk, and we were not ready. We did not arrive. We started throwing a party every time they won a game. This team threw a party. Get the fuck out of here with that. And I enjoyed the hell out of that. But it's like, I'm sorry, that's not that sustainable. I mean, and the Cubs at least won the World Series, but I think the parallels between Joe Madden and Matt Nagy and his bullshit expiring on both sides. Joe Madden's bullshit expired. All his cute shit, all his magicians, all his cute bullshit. It got old. Because after the team doesn't fucking, no, man, you went full
VIP,
full bank
VIP.
account on that shit. But when all that cute
Yo,
shit
VIP.
runs out,
let's kick it.
right? When all that cute shit runs out, it's all about wins and losses. And when that shit doesn't, it's like, oh yay, we're gonna play a game and practice. Everybody, let's play, giant Jenga. And when that shit runs out, then the players are like, oh, I'm out for myself because they have to be. I don't blame the players. You can only go with that loyalty shit so far because you don't have a guaranteed contract. Coaches can talk a lot of shit because their contracts are guaranteed.
Loyalty
Coaches
for
can
midgets.
talk out their ass.
Loyalty for midgets and Smurfs, bro.
Yeah, mouth breathing simps. It's fucking that's all I'm saying is, huh?
Is Pace the pivot man?
Nah, Pace
Bro.
is Virginia's Cabana boy.
No, I'm just saying. I think Pace. There is a scenario where Pace can convince the McCaskies to only fire Nagy. I think it's still fairly unlikely, but there is no scenario where they are going to fire the GM and the coach in the middle of a pandemic season. Where they're going to cut their losses later, but they're not going to, because cutting your losses now actually hurts you more.
I could build a better case against Pace than Nagy. We gave you the money for the facility. We gave you the go ahead, go get Khalil. We go pick 3 quarterbacks.
I'm not saying what.
Like,
I'm not saying what should be done. I'm talking about realistically. Realistically, they still have an organization to run for the rest of this season. They don't have anybody to do that. They still need these dudes, and these dudes will at least, show up and punch in and punch out and handle all the COVID shit the right way. And there's, I like wins. Like winning is now off the table. You're talking about running the business for the rest of the year. That's how I look at it. It's like that. It's not good business sense to fire these dudes mid-season because there's no shot in there's just no shot in redeeming this season as something of value other than just hope that nobody dies like in a draft pick. Like it's just it ain't worth it.
Chicago sometimes play galling no matter who's making the calls. Bears offense still stinks.
We suck. Like they suck out loud.
The headlines write themselves, boys.
On national TV, guys, it's gonna be a long bye week.
It's the same. It's the same old Bears, just like they've said forever. It's the same old Bears.
The Bulls
Good
better
defense.
not. The Bulls better not fuck up this draft pick on Wednesday.
Yo.
'Cause They need to.
Westbrook.
I don't want to talk about freaking basketball.
Fuck basketball.
We just traded out of the first round for Trevor Ariza.
I hope that's like part of another move or something. Because otherwise, I don't know what. Like, do people think that Trevor Ariza still plays well?
Oh, I think we gave draft picks to get him.
What are we doing? Oh God, this is where we're at.
I'm talking about the Rockets.
Yeah,
Fuck this
talk about
team.
Rockets.
Fuck the Bears. They suck.
It's bad. So we can go 11-5, right?
No, I see 6 wins maximum at this point.
No, we'll go 8-8.
Bulls is-
We'll go 8-8 just to bounce us out of a good draft pick spot.
Yeah, you're probably right. Mitch will come in and Mitch. No, this is what's going to happen. Mitch is going to come in. He's going to play well. They're going to sign him, and we are going to be mediocre forever. Like they're going to get into the playoffs on like the COVID 8th team.
Well, this sounds like
rules.
everything I predicted much earlier.
Yeah. Like Mitch is gonna ride in and get them to 9-7, and they're gonna make the playoffs. They're not gonna win
Santos
the
will get hurt.
playoffs.
Pinheiro comes in, but he's still battling the
Yeah.
injury.
Yeah. Ryan Nall is gonna fucking score a bunch of touchdowns. Like,
Oh,
Anthony Miller takes a knee at the 1 because he didn't realize, something stupid.
yeah, some Nick Chubb shit. Like I don't even like whatever good thing that we think can happen. The most spectacularly bad thing will happen, and it won't just be like simple. It'll be detailed and nuanced and painful. No matter what.
It will be Josh McCown playing for the Eagles against us in the playoffs. Something stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like when shit goes wrong for the Bears, it goes wrong on like a mini series level. Like there's so many
will come
plot
back
points.
for them and
no, we'll be the 8th seed, so we'll get the 1 seed if they go to 16.
Golden Tate will somehow be involved.
Bro,
Yes.
like Golden Tate, there'll be a team with like Golden Tate and Mike Glennon at quarterback and like Adam Shaheen at tight end. Like the whole ex-Bears zombies will
Nick
come back.
Kwiatkowski.
Yeah, Kwiatkowski. Like somehow due to COVID, they'll be like merged teams like during World War II, like when they had to like make like the Full Eagles or whatever the fuck, like the Steel Eagles.
It'll be like
I don't know.
McCown to Kevin White for the win.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Like, why the fuck not? Cutler will come out of retirement to like coach the team.
I would take Cuddy right now.
They'll be like, no. It's like fucking and Jordan Howard White. Like like it will be the all zombie team will come out and kick our ass, but it'll be like, oh, Mitch looks so great. We're sorry, Mitch. We love you. Please sign this 5-year, $100 million contract. It is all good. Allen Robinson will be like, double deuces. Fuck your ass. I'm out. Like 8-ball jackets. And we'll just be stuck with like Mitch and Ryan Nall and Cole Kmet. And it'll be like, oh, look at us. We're so
Change it
white.
to- We're so pasty.
Yeah, like we're the whitest team in America, but like it's awesome because Berwin loves us.
Thomas Ives comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's all good. Everybody in Cicero is like, we love the Bears and their super whiteness.
Jesus.
Fuck out of here. This team is over.
Well, yep, I have to agree. It's pretty sad.
Pretty sad.
Sad that you wasted a playoff caliber defense the way you have 2 years in the running.
It's sad that we had to talk about this shit tonight.
Well, it was entertaining.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Ah, yes. On that note, I think that's all she wrote, boys.
Fuck
Sausage
20.
road.
Fuck 2020, bro.
Yeah, for real.
I wouldn't be bragging too hard there, Purple Peter Eater. You didn't exactly come out and play stellar today. You played well enough to win.
Jared's yelling at his nephew for those of us that are listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
That wasn't Tourette's.
Fire fucking everyone.
Fire everyone. Shave everyone like a Manscaped shaver would. Manscaped.com. Use the promo code, bro.
I get to see like 10 cents off fucking 1,000 sales. I don't give a shit about that anymore. Fuck all that.
Word. Season's over. Fuck it
First out
all.
front, should have told you.
Thanks
No.
for listening, though. Hopefully,
Hey,
you come back and
no-
listen again.
No drop either. Nah,
Yeah.
man. It's
Hey,
gonna
we
be.
get a week off. You want to dive into the
Draft.
That's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see where they go from here. But it's just dark, bro. Like,
Fire up.
you gotta just see, like we said, we need to see what we have going forward with the future. Just play some of these young guys. Let them
You
get.
know
some,
they won't.
I think you'll see McCullers get some run. I think you'll see. I think there's something there with that kid.
McCullers.
I
Yeah,
think
he's all right. He's all right.
you're gonna have to find that replacement soon for Hicks.
He might get whiplash from Aaron Jones ripping right by him.
Yeah, he's no hits, bro. He's just a big body dude that's been on the practice squad of the Steelers for 3
He also
seasons.
keeps your linebackers clean, so there's that.
They got some decent. I mean, I like Urban and Edwards and McCullers and Bilal and I mean, there's
Well,
some
don't
solid.
forget, I mean, next year we
players
are
out
getting
there.
Eddie back too. That's
Yeah,
Maybe
the Eddie will be back.
COVID might still be here.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, but you know more about it. I
bro.
mean, at the time,
Moderna and Pfizer's like 90% positive test rate right now. They're
right?
getting
But at the
close.
time, like you don't think Cody's like saying that Eddie? I know Eddie was probably higher risk, but like at the time, like Eddie was judging on something people knew very little about, and now we know a lot more about it. And there's been ton more people that have had it and been fine. Like I don't think he would opt out again. That's all I'm saying.
If he's getting paid to sit at home, he might.
Oh yeah, sure, he might. I mean, anything could happen, but I'd be surprised. That's all. Like I think he would come back.
But
like, because
yeah.
you basically do that, you're kind of retiring. Like honestly, like who's gonna not like he be blackballed, but at the same time, like who's gonna touch dude who sat out for 2 years due to COVID? Like already a big fat dude. Like that, I mean, you can't just ramp your body back up like that.
we may never get the same Eddie.
That's what I'm saying. Like we didn't have the same Eddie. 2019 Eddie was kind of
Yeah,
trash.
John Gruden ruined him.
Yep.
Yes.
Learning how to cut block.
Like
That's
so,
one thing I'll
like,
say about Urban too, man. He lines up off the ball, and now I see why. He actually can make a play.
Yes.
Instead,
And I like Urban, but that celebration at the end of the game, like,
Yeah, it wasn't necessary. He's just
you got in the way, bro. You didn't finish the tackle.
well, and like he missed a sack. Like, he didn't realize that that Cousins like hadn't thrown the ball on that screen, and he just let him go. Like, what? Come on, man! Like, and this is the problem though, is that like our defense and plays scared around the quarterback because they're so worried about penalties. Like they're trying to go hard, but then stop at the last second.
Yeah, the
And, like,
Vikings weren't too
please.
worried about that.
I know, because only other teams get called for penalties, not us. And actually, there weren't that many penalties in this game. But you've seen these dudes
Both those hits, the full should have been
pull
called.
up.
The
I know.
helmet hit and man, it's the dirty
our
ass
guys-
Vikings bullshit we have to deal with.
I'm saying, like, our guys they pull up, like, and no, the other teams don't pull up against us. Like, it's so easy to beat us because all you have to do is blitz the shit out of Foles on third down and it is over.
Yeah, we
Like,
can't pick
if
up
You
linebackers.
send 2 extra rushers on third down, it is game over.
Yep.
Over. No shot.
No
Fire
shit.
one Castillo.
Good lord.
He didn't make that up, by the way. I'm not doing that because of Cap. You think no shot was never said before the David Kaplan? I'm not doing any homage to Cap. That's not shot or no shot. That's no shot. That's just speech. I'm not doing some Cap bit. Just saying we have no shot. Like, there is no chance to do anything if they blitz us on third down.
No chance in hell. Do a Vince thing.
Who's Vince?
Vince McMahon, bro.
Oh, I don't know on the wrestling thing.
All
Anyway,
right, let's wrap this up.
that's
It's
it.
starting to get nasty.
Thanks for
It's starting to get dirty between us all.
No, we're not really fucking actually fighting. Please relax. We're just
God,
talking
where's-
shit.
Ugh.
What?
Shoot your shot.
Shoot my shot.
I'll shoot my shot. Fire everybody.
Yep.
Elevate Pagano. Elevate Rodgers. Take everybody in the offensive side of the football, and fire them. Everybody. I don't care. If you have a receding hairline or might be balding, get the fuck out. Because they're all bald.
You can't fire everybody on the offensive side. You need somebody to coach them.
Pagano. Hire somebody. Anybody.
You can't get anybody in right now, bro. It'd have to be like a
It's
demotion.
We don't have anybody now.
It's too late. It's too late for all that, and they're not going to do
nothing
it.
there.
They're not going to fire these people during COVID. They're just not. Like, it's just not happening. It's not happening. All right, we're done.
Yeah,
we said it all.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, everybody. It's just another episode of The Tailgate.
It's the Bears.
The disappointment.
The end.
This is the end.
My only
Me
friend.
The
The end.
end.